a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Taylor on a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. Put nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start to make the house shake.
Dude, diaper rash. It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shay, Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 4, Episode 21. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken literally or seriously. So if that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. So tonight's episode begins with Trina going on Trick's cooking show. She is late. But I'm like, it's Trick, so I don't even care about her being late. So he's cooking some type of lobster pasta, I think, and he makes a comment that the pasta tastes better than Joy. And she was like, you know what, nigga, speaking of which, what's up with all the eat the booty gang thing, and you know, people going to Joy asking, is it true? And then you bringing up the abortion she had. Like, you know, that's not cool. You just can't be doing stuff like that. And he was like, I admit I was being petty about the abortion thing. But then in his confessional, he's still questioning whether or not the baby was his. And Trina like, you need to apologize. And he was like, I ain't apologizing. She was like, she need to apologize to me. He was like, she ain't telling you everything. He was like, did she tell you how she spent almost $1 million gambling and never reported it or paid taxes on it? And she was like, don't want to hear it. I'm gone. Bye. And I'm like, well, is this true? Or is this another one of his lies? Because I need to know at this point, what the fuck is going on over there? So we then see Shay meet up with her parents because, you know, she's been having a really hard pregnancy. So she wants her parents to meet with her doctor. And so while they're waiting on her doctor to come out and talk to them, she talks about everything that happened at the baby shower with MJ and Julian, and how she didn't like the fact that he ruined her baby shower, and how all this stems from Amara. And her mama is just like, you know, he's not over it yet. He's not healed, and this, that, and the third. And she was like, he need to get over it, you know, because she used him. Why does he even still care? Let's move on. So her doctor comes out and lets them know that Shay will have to have a cesarean section. And so Shay wants her mom to be in the room with her, but her mama don't want to be. She feel like the daddy should be in the room. But Shay was like, no, I want you to be in the room. The mom was like, I don't feel comfortable that you need to talk to the father first or whatever. So if she don't want him in the room, she don't have to have him in the room. You know, if they on and off, he ain't even really been there for her during the pregnancy from what it sounds like, because she says she doing this on her own. So why would she even want him in the room? And why can't you as a mama just be supportive? Like, you would think her mama don't like her at all. You would think that Shay ain't even her daddy's daughter. Like, what is going on here? Like, she does not like that child, does not like her. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So we then see Florence meet up with Don, and Don has a new restaurant that she's about to open. That's a vegan restaurant. So Florence brings her, you know, a bottle of champagne to celebrate. And Don is like, you know, last time I saw you, girl, your sister was accusing your husband of cheating with her and kissing her. She was like, you know, what's going on with that? And she basically was trying to skirt across the situation. And Don was like, well, do you believe she lying? And Florence like nodded her head, but then was like, you know, I'm focused on my career. I don't even want to talk about that. And Don is like, you know, well, Marlon is holding you back. Like, you need to do something about that situation because your home life is affecting your career. And she is like, how? Are we going to talk about Marlon or my career? And Don was like, you need to fix your home life, girl. Like, is this spilling over? And so Flo was like, I'm fixing it. You know, we're going to renew our vows. And she like, what? She was like, girl, you are delusional. She was like, you need to divorce that man. And Florence was like, divorce him? You talking crazy. Fuck that. And so she leaves. Florence, I'm sick of her at this point. Like, be stuck on stupid all you want. And for you to think that this man not affecting your career, you are fucking delusional. Like, because of him, you got booed off the stage at that big event. He riding your coattails. He steady lying and cheating on you, driving you the fuck crazy, got you out here in these streets looking crazy. Everybody talking about you. Like, what is going on, honey? You don't think that this nigga is a problem? Like, his dick don't look like it could be that great. Why are you so stuck on this dirt dauber? Like, grow up. Gross. So we then see Trina meet up with Joy. Because, you know, she's preparing for her Trina Day. And Joy is there to support. And Trina tells Joy what Trick was saying about, you know, her gambling. She was like, the most I ever won was like $13,000, and I paid that back. And so Trina was like, well, can y'all just sit down with each other and talk? And she was like, nope, don't want to talk to him. And so she walks away. I'm getting sick of this shit too. Like, can't she sue him? Like, what is going on? I hate people. So then we see Amara talking to her mama about her contract with Julian and how it's still affecting her to this day. Even though she fired him, she's still in contract disputes with him, I guess, you know, via their lawyers, and anything that she do, he's taking a big chunk of it for himself. Y'all better start having a lawyer look over y'all contracts before y'all sign them with these people. So she was like, you know, and it's mighty funny how when I was going through what I was going through with Julian, Shay was one of the main people saying, don't work with him. He ain't no good. And now look, she working with him. And her mom was like, you know, they a bunch of hypocrites. And so Amara is also like, you know, MJ and Shay only on the show to have a storyline about me, because what else they got going on? They ain't got nothing else going on in their life. And I was like, ooh, you better read. You better read. Child. Okay, Amara got a little spicy now that she done had twins. So we then see MJ meet up with Julian, child. And, you know, he going off about you working my sister while she pregnant. And he like, once again, your sister want to work. And he was like, it don't matter what she want. And he was like, you know, we still got stuff lingering from the past. And Julian like, what? I'm here. Let's talk. He was like, you know, the shit between you and Amara. Because remember, Amara told him that Julian tried to, you know, fill her up when they was on the road together. And that was one of the reasons why she stopped working with him. And Julian was like, I never came on to Amara. Never, ever, ever. And so now MJ is starting to realize like, was she lying? You know, what's going on with that? He was like, I'm going to need to just talk to her one-on-one. And he was like, do that so we can get past this. Why do you need to talk to Amara about that? Why? That happened years ago. She is no longer your concern. Do you want to talk to her about that to ensure that nothing like this happens with your sister? But at the same time, your sister is a grown woman who knows what she's getting herself into. So once again, why are you doing the most? Like, I just feel like you wanted an excuse to talk to Amara. Just say you love her and you miss her and just be done with it. Because all y'all getting on my goddamn nerves. So we then see Shay and her mama go and see a life coach, because their relationship is just trifling. Shay wants, you know, to hear from her mom that she loves her and that she's proud of her, because her mother wasn't told that, you know, she was loved when she was younger. So she's basically repeated the cycle with her own children, especially Shay. So her mama was like, you need a husband, child, basically to tell you that he love you and is proud of you. And I'm like, what type of devil are you? You were severely traumatized as a child, because my God, you can't even tell your daughter you love her and you proud of her. You gonna tell her she need a husband? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't even understand why Shay even still trying with this lady. You got a baby of your own, a daughter. Do better with her, because this lady is just a lost cause. So the life coach is, you know, being really, you know, nice and pleasant. And how do you feel about that? And, oh, well, how did that make you feel? And Shay like, girl, this ain't gonna work for me. Like, nah, you a really nice person. You sweet, but to help this, we need somebody that's firmer. This ain't that. You know, and so the mama was like, we just can't finish. She was like, no, we're done. I didn't call it the Uber. We done. And so in her confessional, Shay was like, I never thought I would want to do this again, but we need Iyanla. We need Iyanla to come in and help with this situation. You could tell that lady felt some type of way. She was pissed, but she was trying to keep her composure. I would have been mad. I would have been like, girl, you right, because I ain't got time for this ghetto ass shit. No way. I got paid my daily rate. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't use me again. But sis was pissed. So we see Joy at a photo shoot for her wig business that she says is doing really well. I don't believe it at all, because nobody wears those types of wigs that Joy wears. Joy wigs been fat since Love and Hip Hop Miami started, but I guess. Trick Daddy visits the set. They sit down and talk, and she confronts him about, telling the world she had an abortion. And she was like, that was in the beginning of our relationship, first of all. We then got married after that. You then had a baby on me with a whole nother woman. So don't sit up here and act like you this damn victim. So he was like, don't stoop down to my level. Unblock my number. I couldn't even tell you happy anniversary. What? These people are on drugs. Excuse you, sir? How you gonna tell somebody not to stoop down to your level? And then you gonna ask this lady to unblock your number because you couldn't even tell her happy anniversary on your anniversary. And she was like, why on God's green earth would you want to even tell me that? I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Well, you want to, but I don't want to fuck with you. And so Trick admits, of course, again in his confessional that he's still in love with Joy and that he fucked up things in the past and how he wishes he could, do things differently and how he refuses to get a divorce. And he tell her, we ain't getting a divorce. You know that. So basically leave me the fuck alone about it. It's like the audacity. So Joy was like, you sitting up here riding around in a new car and mine about to explode. And he was like, oh, that's what this is about? I'll buy you a new car tomorrow. And she like, you know what? This nigga here ain't gonna drive me to do coke. Like, she can't stand him. And I'm like, you over here struggling, girl. You up here selling these busted wigs. I would be, shit, kill his ass. It's a joke. It's a joke. But like, serious, dead ass, like, you got to do something. You got to do something, Joy. Like, you need to exhaust every option out there in order to get yourself rid of this man. Like, because this is ridiculous. So at the after that, we see it's Marlon's video premiere party that he having for some song that he got out. Flo girl, quit trying to be the Beyonce to this nigga Jay-Z, because ain't nothing about this nigga Jay-Z. Not a damn thing. Hell, he ain't even Myth Blink. He can't rap. I know it was in a different language, but it wasn't nothing on beat. He ain't got the look. No. And you all in the background ad-libbing and shit, trying to hype this nigga up. Girl, go to bed. So Gaelle shows up because she wants to confront her sister about finding out that this girl planning on having a vow renewal with this nigga. So Florence act like she don't even see her or hear her when she walk up. And then she was like, what is it, Gaelle? And Gaelle was like, I just came to see what mommy said is true. Like, are you really having a vow renewal? And she was like, yes, we are. Why? And she was like, why? Like, what? And she was like, so you don't care about nothing I just told you about how me and him kissed? And she was like, no, I don't. Why should I care? Why? Why should I care about anything you got to say? And she was like, well, did he tell you about his 12-year-old daughter? And of course, Florence sitting up there looking stuck on stupid. First of all, you know that nigga was lying. You saw it that day. But for whatever reason, you want to continue to have a blind eye to the stuff that this man does. I don't understand why. I don't know what kind of hold he got on you, girl, but you need to pray that spirit up off of you, because that spirit is demonic. So she go running off into the bathroom. Gaelle do all that screaming and shit that she normally do. Marlon come chasing after her, asking her what's wrong, and she asks him about do he got a daughter. He talking about some, I don't know. At first he denied it. He was like, no. And she was like, tell me about this daughter. So he was like, I don't know. So she was like, are you fucking kidding me? She was like, what happened this time? Don was right about you. And so she stormed off. She's saying, fuck him. And I've been up here trying to defend you and all of this stuff. And this nigga had the nerve to say, Are you serious right now? At my party, in front of everyone? Not, I'm sorry for continuously lying to you, manipulating you, deceiving you, treating you like shit, embarrassing you in front of like you worried about your whack ass video premiere party. Girl, they wouldn't even play that shit on the box. Bye. So she drives off in the car, and I still don't bit more believe that this girl done with him. She want to be dumb, so let her be dumb, and please get Florence ass off my goddamn screen. I'm sick of her. She's annoying at this point, because it's just like, can't nobody be this fucking stupid or stuck on stupid. That nigga ain't even cute. You over here taking care of this motherfucker and letting him dog you like this on national television. And then this nigga steady up here lying like he didn't film a whole scene with Gaelle, basically admitting to the fact that yes, they fucked around. And yes, he probably got a kid out here. What? Girl, okay. So at the end of the episode, Amara at her little pop-up shop for her kids' clothing line that she been working on. And MJ pull up on her as she's leaving out. And she was like, what the fuck you doing here? And he looked at her. He was like, first of all, who you talking to? And then the episode goes off. Girl, the ghetto of it all. Everybody ghetto. Everybody's ghetto. I just need everybody to be in counseling. Everybody to go to church on Sundays. Hell, go to Bible study. Go to choir rehearsal. Because all y'all need some blessing oil. I just cannot. Overall, I'm going to give tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami a B+. A B+. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.